Greetings, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back. I am Monster to Mermaid, and this is Minecraft with the Mine Colonies mod up and trade posts for Mine Colonies. That is my water signal. So I'm going to have some water right away. Um, I'm in the town hall, and I'm going to start here for a moment. There's a couple things that I have never done that I'm thinking that I will do. And one of them is there's no town map. So I can get, um, I think I can get them to make me a map. And I want to try dropping it off in here and seeing what happens. Let's see how many people we have. Let's look at the information. Of course, the colony is mostly Old English style, although we do have cavern style, we have Shire, we have Arcology, and we have War Minecraft by Ramblin' Man. So we have some styles as well as the Old English style included in this town. It's raining, by the way, which is what you hear. It's summer here, so the people are dressed in the lightest clothing of the list. And if you are a patron of Mine Colonies, you can have different style clothes. And Hellenic is the lightest of all the clothes. And so they're wearing those right now. When fall comes in, we'll probably try the modern again. Some updates have been done to the modeling, and it's probably working better. I'm using default names. Um, there is something with the languages which causes the some of the languages that have non-letter pieces to them, non-letter symbols, they don't read properly. And so that might have changed recently. Whoa, there's more languages than there used to be. Wow. But we're using default. And that way, the children who come in will have parents. And so this will be good. Let's look at some statistics. We have exactly 100 people because I accidentally, for the first time ever, I am so upset about it, uh, clicked on a visitor the wrong way, and I got one of the skin in the game visitors, and it would be one with a blue face. So I have a skin in the game visitor who is now part of us, and I cannot have any more people until we do the research, which requires a lot of stakes. So we're trying to get some of those stakes from our farms. We'll see what happens. You can see that we have some multiples. We have 6 builders. We have 3 carpenters and 3 chefs. We have 2 chicken farms. We have 10 couriers, but we have space for 11. We just don't have any place for them to work because one single warehouse can only hold 10 people. And we have, it says 2 cowhands with a place for 3, and we're about to have a place for a 4th, but we don't have it yet. We're in the process of building that. We have 2 dairy farmers with a place for 3. We have 2 doctors at the moment. Estella, who is hold on, someone was sending me a message. I wonder what that message was. Yeah, never mind. Estella, who is the school teacher, is filling in. She is a doctor in medicine. She has her doctorate in medicine, and so, but she likes teaching kids, and so she's filling in as a doctor until either the skin in the game guy gets enough mana. So he is studying right now with Hayden. We'll see if he gets enough mana to be a doctor. I would sort of like him to. He said he wanted to do research with herbs and things like that. So we want him to be a doctor. We have 2 fishers, 2 fletchers, 2 florists. We have 2 foresters, And then, and two flower shops now. We now have two flower shops. Now, the Huskarl, we don't have any of these new military people. Huskarl, I think, is the one that is the wields the some sort of huge axe, and then there's a marksman, and they have a crossbow, and we don't have any of those. We don't have any knights, and we don't have any knight squires. We don't because we are a peaceful nation, and like Alderaan. And so we don't have. The only reason we have archers is because the druids love archery and they do it as a game. It's what they like to do in their pastimes. So we do have archers for that, for the druids, because we have a lot of druids here. And so that pretty much is what's going on in the town. Now, the map, I could go and ask. Let me see what time of day it is. It is nighttime now. Good. So we're going to go to sleep. And I'm just going to go down here. Now, this is one of the things that I can do while things are getting done in other parts of the town, that I can actually make me a nice, comfortable, beautiful place to come down to now that the city is done. And I think I would like to do that. But right now, we're just going to go to sleep. And we see Violetta saying that she started working on the ranch. What else is everyone else doing? Well, the marketplace has some rare finds, and we'll go and check on those. And nobody else is saying they're working on anything. So we're going to have to check on all the builders. We have 6 builders, and we'll check on them. Violetta is already signed in, and we'll head out this morning. Let's stop at the market, the farmer's market first, and see what kind of rare finds Eli and Jack have discovered. Now, Eli is a level 2, and Jack is a level 3 shopkeep in trade posts for Minecolonies. That's the economic mod for Minecolonies, and the two of them together. Ooh, there's a new thing that wasn't there before. Oh, that's interesting. So, Trade Post has been doing a lot of work recently, and a bunch of stuff has been added. Right now, we have a current balance of 2.6 million in coin. We do not use this coin in the city except for research. Other than that, this coin is used for the people, visitors, to pay for things in town and for us to pay for things from the visitors. So these rare finds are from visitors. We have chickens, so we don't need feathers. We have Fletchers, so we don't need looms or raw fish. We have 2 fishers. We don't need a Fletcher table. Our bartender makes ice, so we don't need that. Once again, we don't need fish. And we have 2 stonemasons, so we don't need those. So. This is too expensive for moss blocks, so we're not going to buy them. We don't need the flowers. We could buy apples, but that price is outrageous. So we're not going to buy at that price. Okay. And now if I paid 8,000, it would find a different set, but I'm not interested in doing that right now. We're closest to Wade. Now this is skin in the game right here. And this is Duran. And Duran is a patron of Minecolonies team on Patreon. And he has donated enough, or he has, I don't like the word donated. He is actually contributing. He is one of the people who is helping, like I am, because I'm also a patron, to keep the mod funded. And so he tells his own story. I'm not sure how he got here, but heck you, I'm staying. I would be willing to join your colony for pufferfish. So we don't pick these people. And right now I can't pick anybody because I don't have any room. I like them to come back. If you don't hire them into your town, they come back over and over. And I love that they do that. And so that's what we will let all of them do from now on. I'm really sorry that I got that one. So he's working on the Fletcher, the second Fletcher shop. I think he's bringing it up to a level 5. And it says he's working on it. Let's go down for a minute. There are clouds in the sky, so we might get some rain. Those clouds are kind of big, and that usually symbols rain. Let's come down to the Fletcher. We have a Fletcher at the Coconino coast. This is the Coconino River here. And this is where the riverboats, the passenger riverboats, come in. And because they come in here, we do have some wares for the passengers. And as you can see, there are people sitting here and talking. What's that? Hold on a second. That's Jazz. Wow, Jazz and McKenna. So Jazz is a sugar farmer and McKenna is a builder. And interesting. So they're talking to each other and looking at some wares. And the person who works down here is Haley. This is Haley's shop. And I just saw Estella, the doctor, coming down here as well, which is really nice. So they're coming down and getting a chance at the river to sit by the river and to look at Haley's wares, maybe buy something from her shop, and then they'll go back to work. So probably taking their lunch to do it. See where the sun is. Hattie and Raylan, that's Hattie right there. And Raylan are the gatekeepers. They are archers. You can only have archers and knights at the gatehouse. And so Raylan is an archer, and so is her mom. Raylan was fostered by Hattie and Harrison. And so she has become, like her mom, a druid, and she works there. Nia's shop is right here. Nia's not in her shop. I'm going to call her for a second. I'm not sure what's going on here. And there she is. What's this? Hold on. What's going on here? All right. So they're still having this problem. This is a problem that's just started just in this last download. I have downloaded yesterday and the day before, and we've got people who are lying down. Once before, we had people who were lying down on the job, and so there isn't anything that I can do about it. As you can see, I can't even click on her. So I'm hoping that I recalled her and she's not coming. I might try recalling her to her house and see if it's still there. But we had a problem long time ago with not being able, with people laying down on the job. And this is where Nia lives. So I'm going to recall Wade and Nia back here. And there they are. So Nia is now standing up. And what are they upset about? See this upsetment here? Is no one getting any food? Hold on, let's find out what's going on in Briella's kitchen here. Because that's people not getting fed. Briella, what's the matter here? What are you doing? Now, it could just be morning, and they might have been trapped where they were because she is attending to them now. So she's going to find her something to eat, and she's going to eat it. So that'll take care of her. Notice Maisie, one of our other builders, is saying she just started working on a residence. And so we can come up here to where Maisie is. There's Violetta. Violetta was probably either visiting the doctor or spending some time in the cathedral. or visiting Maisie. And Maisie is working on a house in the University District area, and we can find that house right now. So we're going to come down here. So this is all the University District. The cathedral is a part of the University District, as well as the graveyard and what's inside the cathedral. And let's come down, and sure enough, let's see if she's working on this. She is not. This is already a level 5. And I thought I wasn't bringing these up to a level. I thought I was keeping it, but apparently I'm not. So let me come here. I'm going to put in melons here. Let's put melons back in. Melon seeds. There they are. So I'm going to plant melon seeds here. And let's come over here. 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, and 2. And then over here, we'll plant wild. Farmer's Delight. Wild flowers. Let's plant yellow. And let's plant white. I don't like the idea of wild rice. Rice needs water. Let's plant these two. So we'll plant carrots and cabbage. So this is carrots, and let's move down here. Now this is family gardens. This is not food for the community. This is personal gardens for the people who live in these houses. And they have these gardens here. Now I have several times made a path here that goes away, but I know what keeps making it go away when they update the building. So let me come here. This is the last time I think that I'll have to make this little walkway here over to the gate. And since I can't put anything where the gate is, we're going to have to use either podzol, or let's use podzol this time instead of using gravel right under here. So let's come here and put podzol in there. And I'm fine with that. And then on this side, we can have just a little bit right there. Like that's where they walk. And I'm fine with that. Now this isn't okay. So this part right here, we have a mat in front of the door to keep the villagers out. So Mr. Villager is a very dear friend and one of the people, a regular on my chat, who is in school now and is having a lot of studies, and so has not as much time as he used to have. It took it away, so let me get one. Should have a mat here, I do. So we're going to put this mat right here. Not a lot of time as he used to in order to come and watch, and I totally understand. It was wonderful and so fun when he was able to watch on a regular basis, but he isn't now. However, we promised that we would have villagers mixed in to the city. Now, when I started having these villagers, I was unprepared. I knew I was going to have a golem. I knew there was a possibility that we might have cats, but I was completely unprepared for the villagers making up their own mind where they want to go. And all that is fine and good. I'm fine with them picking jobs and going places and stuff. What I'm not fine with is something we will show you. And I think it's the reason that yesterday on Twitch and the day before on, so this is number 52. The day before, which is 51, we had one of the couriers who was living in the mechanic shop, and she would not go to bed to save her life. And we finally moved her to a different house, and she was fine. Now that shouldn't be a problem. That shouldn't work. That shouldn't be a possibility. But it did. And so what I'm saying is that she didn't want to live here. Now we have these mats here to keep them out. You notice they're trying to get in. That's why that door won't close. But they can't because that mat is there. That's one thing that I can do. Then the other thing is, let's see. So Giovanni is here, and down there is Sean. And they're both living here by themselves at this particular moment. We do have some other people who we need to house in this area. And so we'll see who decides that they want to live here. Now, this is a level 5. So we have now set up some modded furniture in here. This is the modded furniture that we put in. We adjusted these beds just a little tiny bit. I was trying to figure out why she wouldn't sleep here, and the beds didn't matter. There are 2 beds missing here. When I was trying to find out if she would sleep, those beds were there. That was not the problem. So, and then we put in a little tiny kitchen area right here. What we don't have here is an oven, and I think I might actually put it right here. Right here. So let's get an oven, furnace. Let's get a smoker. I think I might want a smoker, but let's look at the furnace. Now, I'm not using any of the wonderful, wonderful pieces that we have. I haven't seen that. What's that? A furnace generator. Let me see what this is, what it looks. Oh, yeah, nah. This is probably what we will put here, either this or that. I really like that. Let's come here and see what it looks like from here. And it's just going to look like that, and that's fine. We'll just have it look like that. And we'll put these back in the library. Hi. So, yeah, so we couldn't get her to sleep. We moved her to a different house, and she was fine. Like I said, shouldn't be possible, but that's what happened. We did have frying pans at one point, and we still do, but this frying pan isn't a real pan, I don't think. Let me see if I can put it down. No. Um, Mr. Crayfish's pan is for his stoves. We did have a pan from someone else, and farmers, I thought, had pots and pans, but I don't see them. Cooking for Blockheads does not. Let's do pan and see if we get any down here. And we don't. So we're just getting his, and we're not getting anything else. On the counter, I could put a cutting board, and that would work. And this is what I do while everyone is working on the buildings, is that I work on the interiors. Now, it takes a while to get to the point where the buildings are level 5 and you can do this. But we're at that point right now, and so we can actually begin to use some modded furniture in the residences. Now, this is the clock tower, not the clock tower, the light tower. We're partly medieval, so we're right in between when railroad was actually being used and before electricity was being used. And so this is where we're at. Now, these guys can go up the hill and live. They just, this one's just insisting on coming here. But right up here, they have a home of their own, right here. And sure enough, we've got a couple people in here. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, there's not enough beds. Hold on, that's the problem. Hold on, let me get some beds. No, I clicked on one of them. Let me get one of these, and I can put a bed here. and a bed here, and that'll help. That's what happened. I miscalculated. That happens from time to time. I miscalculated it, when I put in the building that's going up behind this house in the train area, and I miscalculated. And so for right now, this is here. Why are you sleeping there? That's very interesting. But now there's enough room for him as well. So he might come back here the next night and go to sleep. So yes, what I didn't have was something that I went, so in my story, I'm an ambassador from another country, from the nation of Taana, which is a nation of mermaids. And what I got was a golden lasso. And this golden lasso will actually pick up villagers and get them out of places that I don't want them to be in. And so that allowed me to remove villagers from the clock tower or the light tower up here. See this light tower right here? They were fascinated with it, and I couldn't get them out of the tower, but that helped me do that. And so if I have another situation again where I need to remove them from someplace, then I can use the golden lasso that I got from my people. That's where I'm saying it's from in this story. Okay, like Wonder Woman. Uh-huh. Well, she's one of us. She's an Amazon. So we are an Amazonic nation. We come to land for men when we want to have families, when we want to have children, and things like that. Now, who's that? That looks like Violetta. And Violetta it is. Violetta's going to her builder's shop right here. And then she is going to continue working out here, where we are putting in trade posts for Minecolonies. Has two add-ons. One of them is the warehouse add-on, and the other one is greenhouse gardener. And the greenhouse gardener now has a ranch, and it is a second version of the rancher to add on to Minecolonies. And she's in the process of making this right now in this location. And when it is built up to the level 5, then it will be complete. We'll see it. But right now, she's trying to get it built at least to a level 1. When it's a level 1, we should go ahead and thank you for not standing in the block. And we should, let me see what's needed here. She's still waiting for birch. Now, she's gotten a lot of birch, but she still needs a ton of birch fence and birch slab. And so one of the carpenters is definitely working on that for her, including Maximiliano, the forester, who is working on the wood, growing the trees for that and collecting trees. If we don't have enough trees grown, then Maximiliano would ask Gregory to ask Harper to import some additional birch trees. But right now, we're happy. Okay, Giovanni. I think Giovanni is happy now. Liberty is okay. We would ask Maximiliano to make sure that more birch comes in specifically for our builder. And there's Maximiliano right here, and he is cutting down trees and doing those kinds of things. You can hear a villager in this area. We do have villagers who are working on some projects. What's going on here? Marcos, where are you? Are you on vacation? Cutter. So there's birch slab. So he definitely knows how to do birch slab. And that is definitely just regular birch slab. I have to take a drink. Hi. Hold on for a minute. That is my warning to take a drink. Do we see any birch vents? And there is birch fence and birch gate. So now it's just a matter of him getting the amount of birch that he needs and him being at work. Now, judging from this, he might be... What you doing, Marcos?
Okay.
What's going on? You waiting for some materials? Open request? No. So there either isn't any birch, and let's go into the warehouse and look. The warehouse is open, it's morning. Let's come here, let's sort the warehouse, and let's come here and let's look for birch. And we have 4,000 birch logs and 64 slab. So why isn't she getting any? That's an interesting thing. And 111 plank. So if I wanted to help, what I would do is I would go down here. I'm not going to do their job. The couriers, a lot of times they need, you know, some help, but I'm not going to do the shoppers, the shopkeeps, the manufacturing jobs. So I'm going to put these here, right here, and let him have those and see what happens. So I know it seems like they're not doing anything, but there are several projects, and he might be waiting specifically for someone else's project, which might have priority. And so that's what he's doing. So we looked at Violetta, we looked at Maisie, we looked at Wade. This is Cash right here, and Cash is supposed to be working on what? That's what we're going to find out right now. Cash is working on upgrading the plantation. So we have a third sugar farm going in, and I'm not going to talk about the sugar farm, except that we have a third one going in, and that is my solution to some things that were going on with the sugar farm in my mod pack. And speaking of which, someone asked me about my mod pack, yes, on 51. And so I am saying that I will try and get the mod pack up listed as soon as I can in response to someone asking for the mod pack, and I'd be happy to do that. Let's see, we are looking at the sugar farm. So this is what he's working on right here. And you can see it's bare bones. This is only a level 1.5. And then this is the sugar field right here. And I don't think it kind of looks like he's working this field, but I don't know for sure whether he's working that field or just working these. So when I look here, it says one of 2 fields, but it only says one of 1 type of plant. So that should mean that all he can grow is sugar, but we'll see. That's all that he is going to grow. This is Cohen, and Cohen was the bartender. He was doing a lot of research for a long period of time because the resort took a while to get off its feet. And so he also, probably when he was doing research, he got into farming it and liking it, and less liking being a bartender. And so he has come back and has begun to do that sugar farm, which is fine. Just what we want. So that's what Cash is working on. What is Josiah working on? Josiah is one of the other builders, and hi, who's this sitting right here? This is Aiden. Aiden is one of our 2 horticulturalists. Aiden is responsible for keeping the climate-controlled greenhouses in the right climate. So this climate is moderate. We're in some sort of plains, and why am I guessing? I can look right here. And of course, it's not going to tell me. Let's see if it tells me here. Yes, these are showing up as just plains. So this is moderate, but we needed hot and humid and hot and dry. And Aiden is doing a hot and dry greenhouse, climate controlled greenhouse. And Miriam is doing a hot and humid greenhouse. This is Dennis right down here. He's one of the 2 fishers, and there you can see one of the villagers who lives in this area and works in this area, who's walking around. This is villager housing right here, and this is a villager's butcher right here. And what are you? This is a mason all the way over here. Interesting. So yeah, so this is a mason in the farm district here. We do have a farmer. This is actually villager farming right in here. And this is the villager house in this part right here. Now, to keep them out of this house, we have carpet in front of the door because they were deciding that they wanted this house. And it's like, I'm sorry guys, but this house already belongs to Cannon. And so Cannon lives here, and he didn't mind. I mind. He didn't mind, but I mind. So we just wanted to make sure that everyone understood and has their house and is doing okay. And so there we go. Now, are my people having trouble getting into these places where there are mats? That's what I haven't had a chance to fully check yet. So since the sun is setting and everyone's going to go home, we're going to go back to the farm district where we have those houses. And I'm going to go over here. I've got another house here. I'm listening for villager voices. And I don't hear any villager voices here. Good. So this is where one of our farmers lives here, Nomi, and she lives in this house, and she works at one of the farms in this area. I didn't say how many farmers there were, but we have a ton of them. We have probably about 5 now. Let me have a light. I'm holding a lantern in my hand. These are the houses I want to go to. I want to make sure that I don't have people standing outside the door. Ah, we've got chickens. Now I can do the same with the chickens. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this. I think I can use it, yes. And that's how easy this is. And we're just going to take this chicken back to the chicken farm. Oh shoot, look at this. Okay, so look, oh, it's you, and oh, you did get in. How did you get in? How did you get in? And we've got a golem. Did you drop off the roof? Look at this, he's let all the chickens out. Put that chicken back, close this door. Let me look at this. Okay, this lasso is clear. Let's get, instead of a lasso, let's get wheat. And we've got some wheat right here. And I'm going to collect. Now notice they're coming down. They see me, and so they were coming down. Let's open this. Come on, guys. Come on in. Come on. All of you come in. Good for you. And how did... Come on this way. Come on. No, come on this side. Are they on the right side? Good. Golem. Thank you. And let me see. That means we have 2 golems now. Alright, so now that I have, I think wait. Here, you. Come here, you. Come on, follow me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, you. Come on, come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, so now they're all in. So this was supposed to be here to keep them from getting on, but somehow he got in, and I don't know how. Look at all these chickens that they let go. Hey, you. Come here, you. Come on, come here. Come on. If you don't follow me, I'll have to get out a lead. All right. There we go. Come on now. There we are. Okay. All right. So let's think about this. I can get him out by moving this right here. So let's move that and he'll go home. Notice he couldn't get out. Let's put this across there. Where did he come from? Can he walk over the top of this tree? Let's move this stuff out of the way right here. Just to make sure he can't walk over the top of this tree. And I'm trying to think of some other place. I think that's it for now. I think that is. He might have been in the whole time, but now he can't be. Let's come here and let's go here. Let's see if anyone else is in here. Nope. Okay, no. All right. So now it's just a matter of the person who works here, seeing if he's letting them out. Now this is the Incan chicken farm, the one on the hill, and I like it. I wanted it to be here because it fits into this area. How did you get out? Or were you an egg? Let's get a lasso. And here we go. We're going to have one of these. Now, I'm not, as you know, this is one of the things that because I am, oh, hold on, let me see this. How far up does this go? Does this go too far up? Can they get in? No, they can't. Okay, where'd the chicken go? There's the chicken. Let's bring the chicken up and over. And we'll put the chicken back down there. There we go. These, I don't know if you can use them more than once. We'll find out. We'll find out if we can. But for right now, I'm not interested in doing that. I just wanted to make sure everybody is back and that no one, see all the people who live here? See, there's 4 people, no, there's 3 people here, 3 people living here, looks like 4 people live here. And here, yes, if you have 16 villagers in a location, then you'll have a golem. And we have 4 people living in this house right here. And then down here, I think there's only 1 person living here and 1 here. This is Sutton living here. Now the people who work here are Cheyenne and Violetta. Now Sutton lived with Violetta and then they didn't want to live together. So the only person that we could actually put here that might like living with Sutton would be Cheyenne. So let's come up here. Let's find Cheyenne. This is open. Let's look. Right. So let's have Cheyenne move out. Callie might be too far away. Violetta is the builder, and she needs to actually be closer to where she works, and we might do something about that. Move her into a different location. This was one of the things that I hadn't worked out yet, who I was going to have be in these locations here. So let's come here. This is a very nice house. This is a level 2 medieval, and it is not going to get any, there's Cheyenne. It's not going to get any higher than this. We're leaving this at a level 2. Now, the people themselves are level 5s in their work, but they're only going to be level 2s as far as their house and food is concerned. So we'll see how that works out. Who lives here for a minute? As you can see here, this is Luana and Violetta. Luana needs to live here, and Violetta, this was Violetta's house in the first place. There used to be flowers in the yard, but that was before the level 5. She does have some flowers, but mostly she's doing melons. And Violetta is here, and Luana needs to live here. We could have Luana move into, but I like Cheyenne being there. Let's look and see how close. She's far. She's too far. Brian's too far. Aiden could live here. Look at Aiden. Let's move Luana out. Let's have Aiden move in with Violetta, with Violet. I've been calling Violet Violetta. There's 2 of them. Violetta's the builder and Violet, who's the flower shop. But we're going to have him move in, and then let's see where I want Luana to be. Luana could actually move in with Nomi. Right here. Let's have her move in with Nomi for now. And then I'll see if I see who else can live here. This is perfect for her. Santino is here, but Santino lives with Marissa, and they've lived together for some time. Bryant has a family, and he's living with his partner, who is Juliana, believe it or not, the carpenter. So Brian is where he's supposed to be. So Nomi and Luana are going to live here for the time being. And that will help with some of the housing pressure. Hi, Pipkin. I think that's Pipkin. I just saw a bird. I hear a bird. I think that's Pipkin. Where'd you go? No. No. Oh, maybe I thought those leaves were Pipkin. Oh. You're not Pipkin. What are you doing here? That is a bat. I didn't think it was that dark. But maybe it is. Oh, it's very shadowy, isn't it? Let's do a lantern here. Let's get a... Let me see. Let me get a post. We've got one of these posts. We can put it right here. What level is this? This is a level 3. What is Josiah working on? I can't put anything here. This is a level 3 house. Let me check and see what Josiah is working on for a minute. That house has gotten lost in the shuffle. Actually has. So we're cutting down through the farm district here, and I'm going over to Josiah. He's the builder who is working right here. What are you working on? Nothing. All right, well, now we know what Josiah's going to be doing. So we're going to get Josiah to work on this house. Hi, Phoenix. Phoenix is a dairy farmer. And there's Leia. And they're both kind of saying they'd like some different food. So we might have to look at the menus. That's not too far for him to come to work on this house. So the builder is going to be Josiah. Upgrade the building. Do I see anything here? Yellow terracotta, possibly. That there is an upgrade. And so now that's going to happen. Let's come over to Santino, who is the dye shop owner. I don't think I have yellow terracotta yet as one of the recipes. So let's come here and look. There's terracotta in black, wool, in yellow. Do we have a yellow wool? Yes, good. Terracotta in lime. And terracotta in brown and red, orange, and there's yellow. Good. Okay, good. So we're good to go. And the wool pieces, when he starts working on it, Marissa should see these in here. Teach recipe, but not yet. Okay. So she either knows how to make the things, hi Marissa, that he wants already or not. Let's come here and see if this is a level 5. It is not. It is not even a level 4. Look at this. It sure isn't. So when Josiah is done or Cash is done, they're going to start working on these. Cash isn't going to be done for a long time. So we're going to have Josiah work on this. I'm going to assign him this right now. Build options, the builder is Josiah, and he's going to work on this and bring it up to level 4. So, and then he'll bring both of these apartments up to a level 5. Marissa, Marcos is visiting. Hi, Marcos. What you doing? So Marcos is not doing anything about what she needs. So let's go back here to Violetta for a second. Marcos is supposed to be making slabs and fences. Now I think I put a mat here or something. No. Is that coming up so they can't get in? Something's going on there, which I'm glad of. And there's one of our peacekeepers coming to make sure. Let's go over to Violetta, the builder, and let's see if she is still waiting on stuff. She is still waiting. That is odd. So we'll just wait. We'll just wait. I could cancel them out. Let me look here on this right here, and this is my piece here that tells me what they're waiting for. Let me see what it says. So those are the dining hall requests. There's deep slate iron ore the warehouse is asking for. And there's the yellow framed wood. And I'll have to see who's supposed to make those. It might be that they're supposed to be made by the mason. And I don't see any, I don't even see the wood on here. Okay, that's why she's not getting it. Why isn't it on here? Well, it wouldn't be on here. This is not the normal book. It wouldn't be on here if there was a recipe for it. let's go to Liberty. You see those glass things? That means that Liberty doesn't have a recipe. And there is Brian, I believe. Is that Brian? Yeah, Brian is harvesting in the greenhouse. And we're going to come down here and let's get Liberty to work on those pieces. I'm going to put away two things. I'm going to put away the seed, the shovel, this piece of fence here, and put this up as well. Got mats. And there's one of our tamed wolves right there in the city farm, the city tree farm. Hi, who's this? It's Floof! Hi, Floof! Oh, Floof! So there's Floof. We're going to go over here. Floof is looking for someone. And let's come here and let's go to Cutter, teach recipe. And there we are. So we're going to teach this right here, teach this, and teach this one. So all of those are now, Liberty can make those glass pieces, and this is good. Let's go over to the mechanic for a minute. I know it's not a mechanic thing. Let me see if the mechanic has anything listed here. Nope. It should be, Marisa. Yes, Marisa, I know, it should be you. Marcos, you're spending an awful lot of time over here. Are you trying to... Marcos doesn't have a partner. He's maybe focusing on Marisa. Let's come here, let's teach. And there they are. Now they're there. So we'll teach that one. We'll teach this one. We'll teach this one. And we'll teach this. So I just taught all the framed wools to the Fletcher. So spruce plank and wool colors. Yellow, it looked like yellow, red, and another color. So she now knows how to make those. And now with the help of Santino dyeing the wool, she will get those pieces for Josiah. Now we've seen Josiah, we've seen the one person we haven't seen is McKenna. Let's look and see if McKenna is working on anything. If she isn't, is this a 4? This is only a 4 here. I think I thought I was going to keep it a 4, but we might need a 5 in this area. So I think I'm going to go ahead and have McKenna work on this. McKenna is located in the town hall. She is the builder out of the town hall builder shop right here. And let's see what she's working on. Nada. She is not working on a thing. So we're in the process right now of bringing 4s up to 5s, but we do have some housing that was still lower housing that hasn't been brought up yet. We know that the Forester house should be level 5 now. I'm gonna go look. And it is not. So we're gonna have her work on this one first. McKenna's gonna work on this house first. And then when she's done with that one, let's bring it up to level 5. We'll have her come over and work on this house here. Now, yeah, Cash is right there, but Cash is working on the sugar farm, and he's only at level 1.5 of that sugar farm. So it's going to be a while before he'll be doing any other projects. So we're going to have McKenna work on both of these. The end stone there. Hold on. Uh-oh, I need to take a drink. Hold on, the end stone. Blue shingle, prismarine. I think everything is okay, and scaffolding. All that can be made. So we're going to have McKenna upgrade the building. So this is going to turn into a level 5 house right here. Now, I don't have any problem with villagers yet here. And this means that it's going to have the loft that goes up here in this war Minecraft house. There's a loft right there. What's the matter with you? That's not good. That's starving or sick. Where is the nearest place? I think the town hall is the nearest. Let me come down here and see what's going on. That's Brian, who's one of the chefs. Why is he sick? Let's come over and come down, and let's go to sleep down here. I'm always sort of fascinated with the fact that people are saying it's just happening too slow. Minecolonies is happening too slow, and I'm taking some too long. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know how you can manage the people and have all this free time. I honestly and truly don't know how you do it, unless you're not managing the people. But that's the whole point. Let's come over here and let's look and see what Eli has. Hi, what you want?
Is there a
Kay?
problem?
No, there isn't. Actually, everything is okay, Kay. I'm fine, thank you. Let's look here and see. Don't need lily pads. We grow cactus, we bake bread. Now the enchanted book is a decent price. And it's a good one. Let's buy it. The golden carrots, look, 13 for 1,200? That's an amazing price. Let's buy those. So the bows don't have bad stuff on them. That boiling sound, by the way, I tried to say something about it, and I guess there isn't anything that can be done. That is, believe it or not, is Mia, the sommelier, and that is the sound of her making food. Let's look again for a minute and make sure. Pink candles, we have Fletcher's, so we don't need any of that. Now, that is an actual really good price for the glow ink sacks. So let's buy those. So we just bought some things. So we still have a decent amount of income. And what are you selling? You're selling seeds. Okay. Because I couldn't get rid of them fast enough. So that's why they're selling seeds. Let's come here and let's put these things that I just bought into the warehouse. And we'll have a courier come and pick those up. Remember, we needed steaks. And let's see how many we've gotten. So we haven't gotten any yet. So this is why we're doing the other farm, because we've requested steaks and we haven't gotten them. And so that means that the amount of food that the city is using and that the sommelier is using doesn't leave anything for me to get steaks, which is kind of unusual. Maybe there's something wrong with the numbers that I have on these ranchers. I have 2 ranchers. And so we're going to come down here, coming down into the farm area. We're going to cross over to the ranchers. And here's one of them. So either this is wrong. This is supposed to be per day. And I can never, I've done this several times and I can never figure it out. Now, per day, this says there are 4 pieces here already. 4, that's not a lot. How many can you have per day? Can you have 10? Why don't we try 12 per day? For milk. Milk attempts, let's try 12. Let's bring it up to 12. Stew attempts up to 12. And how many per days? I don't know what this is. And whenever I've tried to figure this out, I don't get anything. Let's have 0 and see what happens here. Shouldn't it be per day means 1 per day, or does per day, see, per day doesn't mean anything. So let's try this and let's see if we get more beef with 0 in that per day piece. Excuse me. Thank you. This is Colt, if I'm not
Good to see you,
mistaken.
mate.
Hi, Colt. Colt, what in the world are you using? Did you see that? Add. Let's come here and let's go to 3. Did you see what he's using? Let's add diamond. Diamond, A-M-O-N-D. Axe. 3 diamond axes. Let's put them here. Let's add what? Let's add wheat. Let's add 3 stacks of wheat. Animal wheat. There's someone in here. Wheat. Did you leave this open? What's that? Where did they go? I don't know. The wolves will get them. We'll bring them back. They're trained to bring the animals back. And let's see what we have. So we have a diamond axe, wheat. I think that's all. The the dairy farmer, she needs some other things. Where are they? Phoenix, where's the stuff you need? Crafting. Why are her crafting recipes gone? Statistics. There used to be a place here for her cheese and for her doing things like that, and that's not there anymore. Teach recipe. I don't understand. Did this change? All right, so I'm gonna go have to go out and check. So see, it says the dairy farmer right here. And there used to be a ton of recipes here. Cheese. All these recipes used to be here. So this recipe was here. And see, it says the dairy worker. Where did they go, I wonder? Cream cheese. Is this milk or soy? This is milk. Tofu. This is very odd that these aren't here. That's Mr. Crayfish. We're looking for Minecolonies, cream cheese, cheddar, and feta are all here. Let's look for yogurt. What happened to them, I wonder? And this is dairy yogurt, which is what we need. And there it is. Let's do that one. Okay, and then the berries, that's the kitchen. Okay, what else does the dairy farmer do? Milkshakes. M-I-L-K. The milkshake is done by the dairy farmer, believe it or not. Dairy worker and the bartender. And so we're going to teach this. And there used to be a blender here for Phoenix. No wonder Phoenix has nothing to do. And now there isn't. Let's come here and let's put in resources again. Right here, minimum stock, add a blender. And there it is, immersion blender. And let's give her 3 of these. What happened to those things? What happened to all of that? Is that moved into the ranch? And if it is moved into the ranch, then what does that mean? Hold on a second. I'm getting a message. Okay. And so we'll come here and we'll see what that means. So the other dairy farmer then isn't doing anything either. I'm amazed that we have any dairy foods then. That might be why some people are saying they wish there was more going on. What are you doing? So Bryson is also a dairy farmer and he's showing all the things. What is that? Is that smetana? So he can make the smetana. And what's that? Ice cream and the milkshake. So we need Phoenix to be able to make ice cream and a milkshake too. Here's our wolves. Hi, who is this? Let's see who this is. Oh, Sheila. Sheila's the youngest. She's puppy. And Rude Wolf is the more senior of the wolves, and Floof is in the middle. And yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. Do I want to have Phoenix be able to make the smetana and the ice cream? Maybe so. There shouldn't be a conflict. I don't know that whether there is or not. Teach recipe. Let's teach smetana. SMET. I don't know what that is. But I'd have to look it up and see if I can find what it's supposed to be, what kind of interesting drink this is. And then the other one was ice cream. So we now have ice cream. And where is it? Space, CRE. There it is. And there's ice cream, 2 waters, sugar, and wow, that's pretty watery ice cream, isn't it? No eggs, no, I don't know. That seems like strange ice cream, but that seems more like ice milk. Teach. Oh, that's it. It's ice. Okay, that makes sense now. Now that makes sense. Okay. And does she need to make ice? I don't know. Let me see. Teach. Let's teach ice. No, 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 no. Let's teach ice. Crafted by a trade post. Yeah, okay. Let me see if Pet Forager can make ice. Wow. And let me see. Packed ice. There's the bartender. So the bartender is responsible for making ice, except the blue ice. And the mechanic has to make blue ice. And that's fine. Okay. So there we have all of that. So we're almost at halftime for us. We're almost at our halftime show that we're going to start having. Who let the dogs out? Now, do I want to do it the hard way or the easy way? Let's do it the easy way. We're just going to go ahead and use the lasso. And there we are. And just dump them over here. And boy, that's really nice. Now, I have a lasso in my hand, so if I can use it a second time, then I'll know. Sometimes they say that they have something on them. And if they do, like they'll say a villager or something like that. And if they do, then you can't use them anymore. So we'll see. All right. So remember, we moved some people around. Let's look and see what's going on here. I have to check and make sure that the people actually like where they live, because if they don't go to sleep. Now they go to sleep technically. Hi, who's this? That looks like Luana, because Nia likes to sleep upstairs here in this room. And that is definitely, well, I can't say definitely, but that looks like Nia is sleeping up there. So this is perfect for the two of them to be able to live in this house. And then Josiah is going to bring that house up to date as soon as he's done working on the other house. So we know that McKenna has 2 houses, Josiah has 2 houses. Cash is working on the sugar farm. Maisie, she is working on a residence. We can come over and see which one. And Wade, of course, is working on the Fletcher. Is Wade still working on the Fletcher? Let's see what this says. Wade finished and Maisie finished. So both of them might not be working on anything. Let me see if Maisie is working on something right here. Doo-doo-doo. Nada. She's not working on a thing. Now, we were thinking, do we want this farmhouse to stay a level 4? I think I'd like it to. This one is not going to have the loft. It's just going to be this house right here with a room for downstairs where 2 kids can be. So it's big enough, and no one lives here right now, which is another thing. So we did have Dennis and Mari living here, Amari, and is it Amari? I think it's Amari. We did have them living there, and they didn't like living together. I think they actually raised someone and then decided they didn't like living together. So Amani, God, Amani, you must be so frustrated with me. Amani is living here with Josiah and Salem. Salem is, Josiah and Salem are the couple, and Amani lives with them. And here we have Alea and Madeline, who are the couple, and Dennis lives with them because Dennis is in love with Madeline also. And so he has decided that he can accept the relationships and that he just wants to live there and be with them. And so that's fine. Leah and Madeline have like 5 kids. So, so yeah. And I think 3 or 4 of them are actually theirs pretty wild. We were gonna do something. We needed some pieces in order to do it. Let me come up here and let's look and see what we have. Carter does do research, but he's much more interested in tending to all 3 libraries. He's the assistant dean. And so right here, we have a bunch of stuff here. Let's put this up. Everything else is up. Let's take all of this and put it in the other place, in the other house. And we'll see if we need any of this. We might not need any of it. All right, everyone's asleep. Let me change into a little mermaid. Not allowed to do this in public, which is why everyone's asleep right now, so no one was going to see me. Luckily, a druid didn't come. It apparently is too shocking when I change from a mermaid into a little mermaid. And so I have been requested in the past to not do that. So I've made it kind of a habit to not. All right, so let's come here and let's put these things in here. And then we'll see how much of this we actually still need for something. Those are tomes right there. And I think this glow dust belongs to them. Let's put that there. So we have 4 gold coins. So let's see what we can do. Let's go to economics for a minute. Now in the pet shop we needed 32 and 16, and we didn't request these yet. So we'll have to request those. And we have a gold coin, so we're fine. This will give us more exotic pets. And then for foraging, the apples. That was a good price. We haven't found a good price. I should have taken that price, that golden apple price. It was really good. I could have made it something that we get all the time, and I should have done that, and I didn't, but we'll find out. We did get some of these golden carrots, but we need apples first in order to do the focus foraging. So we'll look at that later. Let's come down here. I don't want any of that right now. Maritime is what I wanted. And we have a trade station level 3. We don't have the trade dock yet. And someone was supposed to make us a trade dock. Dealer. And we can't do any of those. Okay. I thought I had put it in for some of this, but it looks like it hasn't. Retained research. We need a spyglass and 8 gold coins. So is the spyglass there? Yes, it is. But we don't have enough gold coins. Let's get some... We'll get some gold for Genesis and some coins so that she can do it. And here he is. You just saw him. He'll come back in a minute. Drace. Drace is our skin in the game person, our very first one. And then we have Hayden right here. And this is Drace. And of course, he is number 100 of the people that we have. Let's try and do some other research for a second. Let's look at civilian and see how we're doing. We were trying to get rabbit's feet, and we haven't gotten enough yet. This is what we need to get more than 100 people. We need 256 steaks, and we only have none in here right now, so that's one of the things that we need. And let's see, in civilian.
This is going great.
It is? What is? What is, Hayden? We have that. We don't want resurrection yet. We don't really need it. When we don't have anything else to research, we'll do those things. Let's look at technology. We could do the soft shoe later. Everything's been done here. Know the end we can do later. Not worried about that. What's this? This allows citizens to have more, but we don't need that right now. Workers can learn And we don't need that right now. We're not using the builder tool. And lightning. Nope, we're not doing any of those. Amazing veins. I thought we had done this. Any gold ore. So we need 64 gold ore. And that'll give us amazing veins. 64 gold ore. So we'll work towards that. We don't use gates that often, so we don't need enhanced. We'll learn all these things later. I'm just trying to get the ones that we need right now first. I'm still getting over my cold a little bit. Notice I'm not coughing as much as I was the day before yesterday. Completely insulated. Huh? Look at this. Copper and a block of gold. Block coal, 64 and 16 copper. Now these are going to take a long time. 16 copper ingots. The block of coal, 64 blocks of coal, is going to take a while. And that'll give us the trade post for Minecolonies, the greenhouse add-on that makes the greenhouses more efficient. And item lessons, we're not growing these, we'll study them later. Puzzle doesn't matter. Ooh, look at these. Tooth and nail. Ah, ranchers resist more damage from animals, and ranchers can get, that looks like ranchers can get claws and stuff from armadillos. Ooh, armadillo shoot. We'd have to order that. Bear with me. That requires a ranch level 4. We don't have a ranch yet. Experience makes even the wildest livestock less daunting. Oh, now that is going to be fascinating. So we can't do any of this. We don't have a ranch yet. We have to wait for the ranch. It's raining in the daytime, so some people aren't going to be working. And combat, we don't need anything. Unless something's changed dramatically, we don't need anything. We're not fighting. And we only did the boiled leather to get a telescope. I really don't want the plate armor. They'll wear the plate armor in the street. We're not at war. I don't really want them in plate armor. It's bad enough that they're going to be in iron and gold and silver, diamond. We'll just have to deal with it. But the standard, we're not interested. Okay, so yeah, there's a whole bunch of things we don't have to worry about. So the economic stuff that I wanted to do, I thought I was ready, and I'm not quite ready to do it all. So let's go to the farmer's market in the rain and let's order some things. That's one of our coaches.
That's some bad weather we're having today.
Yes, it is. Probably Jessica from the archery team. And there's Jessica and Veronica. Or is it Veronica? Hold on. Let me see if the name is correct. Hi, and this is Malachi. And it is Veronica. Yay! Okay. So yeah. So those are our coaches, the 2 coaches, and Veronica is actually the champion right now. And so let's come over here to the rain. That's Jack standing there. And let's come over here and let us see what we're trying to do. So we're trying to get beef. I'm going to cancel and try this all over again and see what's going on here, why I'm not getting my requests. The request I really would like is the apples. $16 apples. So let's do apples and request 16.
Is there a problem?
And let's see how long it takes us to get those requests. And then
If you say so.
I had the spyglass that I needed. Oh, 32 slime balls and 32 spider eye. Let's do the slime balls and the spider eye. There they are, 32 slime balls. Let's request those. And let's look at spider eye. Spider eye, and we need 16. You'll notice it says it's being delivered, so that means Gregory, our importer-exporter, had already gotten some for us, and so those are being brought in. We could go for the detector rail and the minecart with chest. Let's try doing 32 detector rail. Yep, DETECTOR. Detector rail 32. Detector rail. That's going to take a while. And there it is. And then minecart with chest. How many do we need? 4. Minecart with the chest. We need 4 of those. Press those. And now let's request the beef. It's a lot, but let's see. I'm just gonna request 164 just to see if we'll get any. And see that? So there we go. And let's come over here. Now I know for a fact that Emery, who is the chef here, can absolutely make steaks. And there they are right there. And she definitely has ovens, and they have wood in them. So she does have what's needed for that. She's got steaks here. And let's see if she begins to work on the amount of steak that we're requesting. And so that is definitely one thing. Now, Wade and Maisie both are done with what they were working on. So Wade doesn't have any more projects. As you can see, doesn't have anything here. Everything in this area is a level 5. These are level 5s of the War Minecraft residents. These are level 5s of the Littleton residences. All of these are level 5s, if I'm not mistaken. No. Ooh, look what I found. Okay, so Wade is going to work on this house. And now that makes me want to check. This one has furniture, so this one is in fact a level 5. It has modded furniture as opposed to vanilla furniture. Most of the housing has vanilla furniture, and sometimes we just change the furniture out just because we can. Just because we can. So all of these are level 5s. as they're doing that. These are level 5s because McKenna brought all these to level 5, and we do have, yeah, here we go. We do have furniture, modded furniture in some of these. Let's come over here and see if McKenna's has modded furniture in it. This one here, close the door. And there they are. So that's Jack and McKenna. Yes, that's Jack and McKenna in there. And down here, this should be Cade. But now I'm not sure. Should be Cade, their kid. The person they fostered is downstairs. And then they have a loft area upstairs where they can have another person if they want to. Cade is related to, I believe, McKenna, but the McKenna is not his mother. McKenna is a family member, and he came in as a child, and so Jack and McKenna raised him, and they consider Cade their kid. They fostered him, consider him a kid. And so now we know what McKenna's working on. We know that Wade has that house down there, and that's what he's going to be working on. Down in this area here, there's a little walkway between the houses that leads to the manufacturing area. This right here. Oh, I see. This house was worked on. See this part right here? What level is this? Is this the one that he's working on now? Yeah. So we have to wait until this house is done, and then we can permanently put in the walkway that we want to have right here that goes back to here. I'm going to cough. I think I'm going to use this moment that my throat wants to... Yay, McKenna! Yay! We're going to come here and we're going to have our treat. We're going to have our now playing piece, and I'm going to start it. I think I need to make sure that the background music isn't playing. So we'll come here and get the background music to go off for a minute so that we can play our little feature piece.
Magical and indigo blue, on skin so pale, no blood shows through. Passive rouge and lipstick red, henna black, the hair on my head, my nails. Hand me a file. All the while, no time to sleep. Disco blare, a song so sweet. Neon glare, a candle.
Hey, I apologize, people. I did it wrong.
Whichever.
And that's what happened.
Scooch this.
Scooch what? The which way?
That way,
This way?
so you can see the song.
Okay. So I'm going to start that over. I'm sorry, people. I went to the wrong place. This is new. And so let's see what happens here. Now there's nothing,
Where'd your camera go?
and there's nothing.
Would you click on that eye? You click on that arrow.
Oh, there we go. Okay. right.
Smudge of coal and indigo blue on skin so pale, no blood shows through. Passive rouge and lipstick red, henna black, the hair on my head, my nails. Hand me a file. All the while, no time to sleep. Disco glare, a song so sweet. Neon glare, a candlelight. I like the night. Feel the silk and touch of lace. Pattern my hand on velvet makes. Diamond brooch between my breasts. Leather over all the rest. My heels. Sound on the tile. All the while, no time to sleep. Disco glare, a song so sweet. Neon glare, a candlelight. I like the night. Galleries of the newest art. Street cafes and village marts. True blue bands in smoky clubs. Rockers at the latest hub. Let's walk. It's only a mile. In the dark, near the pier, where it's cool, no one to hear. Another face for some romance. Find a place where we can dance. Maybe time for one last song. Slip away before the dawn. All the while, no time to sleep. Disco glare, a song so sweet. Neon glare, a candlelight. I like the night. All the while, no time to sleep. Disco glare, a song so sweet. Neon glare, a candlelight. I like. All the while, no time to sleep. Disco glare, a song so sweet. Neon glare, a candlelight. I like the night.
And there we are. And I can't tell. I'm sorry, guys. This is apparently one of those things where now you understand why real television has commercials and real television has all these people working for them so that things run smoothly. So I'm not entirely sure why the camera is gone, but Vincentius Primus is right there, and we'll find out in a minute. But right now, we're going to put back on the, if I can, put back on the, yeah, and now it's not. Let's see if I can turn that off and put that back on. And now the background music isn't coming back on. So for some reason, and this is experimenting with live audiences. It worked fine earlier, and it's not. I don't have any background music, Vincent, and I don't have a camera now.
You haven't made your.
Yes. Vincentius Primus, everybody. without whom I'd have nothing. So, and let's see,
Where it says background music, the top of the folder,
the
right
top
at
of
the
the
top of the
folder.
sources
Let me
list.
get it right here for a second. Background music, that one.
It's turned off.
Oh,
Now you should have background music.
I do. Okay, so I have background music. Now why don't I have a camera?
The camera.
Camera didn't like anything and decided it doesn't want to be part of anything anymore.
So all you have to do is click the thing.
I beg your pardon for coughing in your ear. That was weird. You know, I'm going to have to do those songs over. I'm probably going to do those songs over in the next few days because, yeah, it's real fun. But I hope you like that. It's going to be my intermission that in the middle of the show, I'm going to do that. I can't tell if it's too loud. And if it was too loud for any of you who are watching right now, then just let me know and I will turn the sound down on the intermission or the halftime show. It's not really an intermission because I'm not going anywhere. It's really more or less like a halftime show that I'm having in the middle of my 3-hour stream. So I'm just taking a minute or two to combine my two lives, the life where I am a member of Shaken Awake, which is the band that Vincentius and I are together, and the music that you heard in that song is Vincentius Primus's music, and Vincentius is singing in the background, and I'm singing the lead in I Like the Night in that song. That's me singing. And so, yeah. So, just wanted to combine my two lives for the first time in a long, long, long time. I've tried before, yeah, just didn't. But having a halftime show is probably the best bet. And so I want to do that. So it'll just be, the length of a song in the middle. And then we'll be back to Minecraft, which is where we are right now. Minecolonies modded Minecraft, for those of you who are watching. And I'm going to check on. Whoa! Wow, she's been busy. This is one of our builders here who has been working on this project. Let me come here. I just took a picture I didn't want to take. Let me come here. Let me get a shovel. Let me get a light for a second. And this is part of Greenhouse Gardener. This is a new piece. This is a rancher that is now being included as a part of Greenhouse Gardener, which is an add-on for Minecolonies. And so it's not finished yet, so we don't have someone. When it's finished, we'll see who works here and we'll see how this works out. And this will be really interesting. Now, I wonder if what Ayer, the developer of Trade Post, has decided is to separate the dairy farmer from Minecolonies rancher and put it in their own rancher. And if they've done that, I really hope not. But if they have, then it means we will only have one dairy farmer. But we're going to go back for a moment and see if we have any indication at all that Phoenix is actually getting any milk and working on this, or if it's just Colt who's getting the milk. Now, if it turns out that doesn't work anymore, that she doesn't do anything anymore. Oop, oop, I almost made it. Which wolf is it? It's Rude Wolf. Rude Wolf, are you after that? Okay, I see him. Let me get him for a minute. We're gonna get this pig, and all I have to do is come back here. Let's go out, and we're gonna use magic. We're gonna use this, and yes. And I think that's the only one that I saw. I'm going to come over to this side and just drop them in right there. And I think that's okay. There was another one. Yeah, see these guys over here? Let's see if I can use the same lasso and put them back. Yeah, now that's what happens. So what happened to that one? I think because I double used the lasso, I think I lost that sheep. Let's let this lasso go. I think you can only use them once. Oh, I see. Hold on. Let's try this lasso instead. Second one. Let's get this one. And let's put them there. Okay, that worked. Let me see if I can do it again. Try this one. And put this one there. Okay, that worked. So what happened to that sheep? Why? Maybe because I had a pig in there before and then I didn't. That's a possibility. Let's put these here for a minute. And I'm going into this builder's shop right here where Josiah is. Hi, Josiah. What you waiting for?
Is there a problem?
Orange wool. So this is being delivered. Now there's something that might not be, but it says it's being delivered. And then the wheat is being delivered. Crimson Trapdoor is being delivered. All of those things everyone knows how to make. Terracotta is being delivered. So these are all things that are going to get delivered to him in order for him to work on the building that he's working on. Now he just left, and we're going to close the door here for a minute. Oh, wait, before I change back into a full mermaid, let me come over here and see if I got in the shop, in the marketplace, if I got those things that I requested. So we're going to come around. This is the other greenhouse. This is the hot and humid greenhouse here. And up here, we're coming into the University District. But right off of here is the rabbit hutch. This is the Old English rabbit hutch that we have here. And we did want her to get us some rabbit's feet, but she's been not. So I imagine it takes a long time to grow rabbits and harvest them for their feet. So that's probably what's happening. This door is open, so we're going to close it. Let's come over to the second university building where Hayden and Drace are, and we're going to see. Actually, we should go to the marketplace first, and then we'll see if we got those things that we needed in order to do some research, and that's what we'll check on now. I know, I still have a kind of feeling that the music is a little bit too loud. Vincentius Primus is a rocker, and so loud music is where it's at. But if you're listening to my voice and listening to Drone Hand's music in the background, and then all of a sudden you have this loud piece on, it might be a little jarring. So we'll see. We'll see. If you have a complaint, just put it in the comments and I'll be able to do something about it. Now we passed the market, so let's come back to the market. We're in the market district right now. This is the market district, market housing, and the marketplace. And there's our Stumelier's pot, and these are our two shopkeepers, and we have a baker. One of our two bakers is here. And is she full? No, she isn't. Good. Yay. Okay. And so we'll come over here and see if we got some of the things that we asked for. We did not. So now we have gotten things in the past. And when we looked at these things, it said that they were going to be delivered. So something's going on in the warehouse. What could it be that's happened to the warehouse? Why I'm not getting a delivery. We have 10 people who work in the warehouse, including Gregory. Gregory is the only one who is not assigned to a place in the warehouse, although he does have an office there. He's just not in it. And let's come here and let's see what's going on here. It says we have 10 couriers, and it says everything is fine as far as that's concerned. This part of the workshop shouldn't have anything to do. This warehouse piece from Trade Post doesn't have anything to do with their deliveries. The warehouse is up to its second iteration, so we can still make it go one higher before we need an additional warehouse. We have some things here that we have put so that they don't get used all the way up, and those are in the minimum stock. And tasks, so we can see everyone making deliveries. This is just in the day, so you can see things being delivered. So they just didn't get to it. There's so much that they didn't get to it in time. Look at all of this. Composter asking for birch leaves, garlic being delivered, all sorts of things being delivered all over the place. And that's why we didn't get our stuff yet. So that's fine. And our couriers, some of them live in the dormitory above the warehouse, right up here. We have some of our couriers are here, and then I think the train master, Thatcher, yes, he's also here, and Marcos is living here too. They're living here because they wanted to live in a dorm situation. They did not want to be in a house. You remember Gregory was living here originally, and he complained that he did not like living here. He said, "This place isn't big enough for my family." So we moved him into a house with Harper, and then he and Harper raised a kid. And when the kid that they raised, when Harper decided she was going over to the waterfront, then Gregory went with her, and he's running import-exports out of a courier shop that's on the waterfront. Let's come up this way, and let's go through the university area. The moon is setting. I'm going to go through the university area here to get to the waterfront for a moment. And so, yes, we're just down on the list of things to be delivered, and that's why those things weren't delivered yet. And we have our courier, Gregory, who his office is right here. This is his office. And I think this is War Minecraft, but let's see. I thought it was Incan, but I don't think it is. I think it's War Minecraft. Yes, War Minecraft style. This is a level 5 courier. We changed the door in the front here and put in one of the rolling doors here. And but everything else is pretty much the same. And he works here out of this shop specifically because he lives back here with Harper. Harper is working right here, and since they were a couple and had been a couple for a long time, we didn't want to separate them. So both of them live in this house with their kid. Kingston was the kid that they fostered. And so Kingston, I think, is not in that room. Let's see what's going on here. So there are both the guys sleeping here. Let me see if she is sleeping in this room. Yes, she is. So Harper's sleeping in the back bedroom. You know what that probably means. And then Kingston and Gregory are sleeping in the front bedroom for right now. And then we'll see what happens as time goes on. This is not finished. This is only the level 4.5. It's a 5. She finished? Oh, yes, it's showing that McKenna finished, but McKenna was working on a different one. Maisie finished. Wow. I didn't think she was done. I don't think she is. It says it's a 5. Fascinating. So this is now a level 5 here, which means that we can do our own decorations in here and see what we come up with. And I think I'd like to do that when they wake up. We'll come. We know we don't need these anymore if this is a level 5, which it is. Otherwise, it would say it was a level 4 and that it was still in the process of being built. Uh-oh, look what happened here. So one of these went away. And in order for me to do anything about this, I need to be a full mermaid. So I'm going to go into this bedroom where no one is right now. And we're going to change back into a full mermaid instead of being a little mermaid. And here we are. And we just heard all of the people who live here leaving the house. And this is good actually, because we can work on this house. But I need to do this right here. See this? So now we have a permanent thing here where they're not going to take this away anymore, because this is how she is getting up the hill. I think I'm going to bring the hill to her. Let's start here and do one of these. Now if I do this here, this is going to be a problem. What do I want to do about this? What are you doing? You can't come down? I'm trying to decide. I think I'd like to just have it be paths. So I need, from my backpack, I need a coarse dirt, because I don't like when the grass starts growing underneath. It just doesn't make any sense. So we're going to put that in and bring this back. And now I need one of these here. And then right here, we'll put in this. And then we need one of these here. There we go. That works. Now we need one here. Am I going to want this to be dirt? I think so. Okay, and now I've got one here. And this one needs to be dirt here. Half dirt. Let's take this out right here and put in this. That's not going to do anything there. So is this still right? I like doing these. And put this here. And let's put one here. Let's put a full one here. That takes care of that. And a full one here, and let's take this away. And a half here, which means we have to put in dirt, and then put in a slab piece. And this needs to be a full one right there. That, and there's that one, and right here, no, Yes. There we go. Hi. Is this okay with you? This is all right? Okay, let's take these off. Let's have that grow back. And this comes to here. Let's just take this part here and put in dirt underneath. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. And then I can have this in here like this, and it won't grow over top. And then she can get up here. Because look what she's got here. She's got some mushrooms. Now, supposedly, if you build it, they will come. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, because she hasn't cut any of these down yet. Now, it could be by request. Let's put these back. So we're going to put this back, and this, and this, and this. There we go. And we're good for now. Look at all this stuff I picked up. Ooh, I need to do something about that. But she's supposed to be able to chop these down and replant. And they are listed on the list. But I don't see her doing that at this particular moment. So we'll see what happens if she does. I can go in and check. Someone just brought it up on Discord just in the last day or two. And so I can find it in the Discord conversations on Minecolonies and see what they're saying about that. So this is a Shire Editions Longhouse is what this is, and I believe that says so right here. Let's look. Build options. The builder is Shire Editions. Yeah, so, and you can see on there where it said torches. Those are the things I took away, and that's why it's saying those things are still there. We're not going to have lanterns in the house in these sections here. I would like to have in all of these areas candles. So in the bedroom, I think we're going to have the let's go to here. I'm going into my backpack. I'm getting a flint and steel. I'm getting one of the candlesticks from Dawn of Time because they're softer candles. And then I'm getting a candlestick from Maccaw's. And I'm getting the, let me look at some wall sconces, and let me look at the lower candle as well. So in here in the bedroom, we're going to put in one of these, except it should be there. Let's put in a dresser. Yeah, I hit the wrong thing. I do that. Let's go to cabinets. See, wardrobe. And there we are. And we can do one of these. Let's do this one. We're going to put this little cabinet thing right here. And we're going to put the candle on top of it. Oh, hold on. We have to stand it on top. And now it's too tall in this area, so we'll have to use the little one, which is too bright. Grr. So I'm not going to put a candle there. We can light this candle, and this candle will be fine. And there we go. Let's take this out. And look at these here. Look at those. Those are meant to be chests for them to put things in, and I like that. Let's come in here for a second. I know it's dark. It should still be okay. So you turn the corner here and go here. And here we have these. I'm going to take these out. And right here, I'm going to put this candle. Because that candle is bright enough. And we don't have to have it right up against the bed. Right there. And cash is done. with the sugar farm. Yay. Okay, so there's one. In this hallway, I think we might have to use a sconce. But I don't know that I want to. Let's use one of these candles right here, and that'll work for that. Let's put I think that's all I'm going to want here. I think it is. Is it dark? Yeah, that's how it was. That is definitely how it was. Okay, take this away, and let's put this little one right there, and that'll be the light in that room. And there we are. So for now, I don't think I'm going to add. I could do a proper table here. Nah, see what I see? Those words, those are bad words. In actuality, I could use a modded table. This table is perfectly proper. Look, I can even put a lantern on it. I can put a candlestick holder on it. That's how good that table is. And that is John. And this is Shire Editions. Now, if I didn't have other modded furniture, maybe I wouldn't put anything here. Here's an interesting thing. In 26, see these seats right here? They'll be able to have covers on them. These vanilla seats. That's going to be fun when we get to that point. This kitchen's good. I'm not touching it. This kitchen is good. Yeah, we'll just leave it. I think I'm going to leave it rugged. Now the question is, do I want all the beds to be white? And there's Gregory. And let's see who's down here. And this is Harper still. Harper's not feeling good. And that's why she's sleeping in this other room in here. And then let's see if Kingston is across the way. Not yet. Where is Kingston? Oh, Kingston might be at the resort. Yeah. They're supposed to come home from the resort, but they don't always. Let's go to the resort and see it. We haven't seen the resort in a while. Let's do that. So we now have Heidi, who is our guest services. The person who was doing guest services decided that she did not want to. She was having trouble and she didn't like it. Heidi is having a wonderful time doing it. And our bartender, I believe, wait, is that Heidi or is that... Oh, well, let's find out. I might be wrong. It might be that the guest services person stayed and is doing guest services. But let me see. And that's exactly. So the reason why I keep calling Amari is because Amari is here too. So Amari, Alea, Amani, we have another one besides Alea. And yeah, so we have some A's, some people with A names. This is Amari who's doing guest services, and she is happy doing it with Heidi. Heidi became the bartender, and Heidi likes being a bartender, and the bar is working well. Now, it's showing these people here as waiting for something, and they haven't gotten it yet. However, in the morning, when there's Kingston, see? Kingston and Juliana. And in the morning, when they come back to work, they will get what these people need. There's Carter. Carter is the assistant dean at the university, and he's also in here. Now we know it's working because we can come down here, and let's come right to here and see. This is the guest list, and it shows us who's in the house, and they want daiquiris. And then right here, all of this was served yesterday. So all these things were served yesterday. And so we do have some things stored here now. If you remember, I cleared this out either yesterday or day before, and they are using these racks because there wasn't anything in those racks. I put everything back in here, and I don't see any daiquiris. And so that's one of the things. Let's look at the crafting, and daiquiris is on the list. Sweet berries, sugar, and large bottles. So one of these things is missing. Let's do crafting. Let's do minimum. In the minimum, we have these here so that they wouldn't take them away. Daiquiris is not on this list. Add daiquiris, a stack of daiquiris. B-A-Q? B-A-I? There it is. I knew it was something. Okay, and let's put that there so that they don't take them. And I think when she comes in, what I need... Let's come here and let's look at minimum. I'm wondering if we should have a minimum of bottles here so that they're not waiting for a minimum. Let's add bottles. The large bottle. And let's have a stack of large bottles here for them. I'm going to look at okay. These are visitors here. Our people haven't come in yet. Now, are we having a food problem? You see that? Oh, it's nighttime. Okay, never mind. It's still nighttime. I don't have a clock right now. Mr. Vincentius. Oh, okay. All right. Mr. Villager is saying he's kind of in the middle of an emergency right now. No worries. No worries. I'm sorry. I didn't see you. I'm glad you could jump in for 2 seconds, but go ahead. Undo. And I'm going to take a moment and let's put these away. I should have one of these here. Cats and ceramics. Oh, and your mom collects, doesn't she? She has something that she collects. Oh, that's not good. I know that she collects something. Let me look here for a second and see what I've got. Let me put this away. There is Mr. Villager, everyone. He's in chat, and he's talking to me right now. Mr. Villager has a cat, Romeo, and it seems like Romeo is dancing about some ceramics. So, materialist hoarder. No. People who collect things, people who like to have collections, are not hoarders. They actually like something that they're collecting, and it's okay. It's all right. That's not hoarding. That's not the same thing. And I dislike this thing where everyone who collects now is a hoarder, and I don't like it. I don't like it. You should be able to have things that you like to collect. If you like to collect Koopy dolls, you should be able to collect them. If you like to collect teapots, you should be able to collect them. And so, yeah, I don't necessarily like collectors being called hoarders. Now, Mr. Villager's mother likes a specific type of pottery or ceramic. I do know that. Okay, so the villager wasn't able to get back in here. And we can see, except they did. How is this happening? How are they getting in here? Oh, this is weird. All right, so Mr. Villager, is somewhat 17 unused cups scattered by the house acceptable? Yes. Yes, it is. It is a thing that she likes to collect. It makes her happy. It makes her happy. And yeah, 17 is not a lot. Now, if she had 1,000, maybe. But yeah, no. I consider that still a collector. Look, Mr. Villager, I have something new that I can use to get them out of the situation that they're in. I'm just going to pick him up and bring him over top and set him right there. And let's pick him up and do the same thing. This is a trader. I can't. So I can only use them one time. Pick this one up and bring it over and set him right there. We'll just have to get the job again, assigned again. And what's she doing? I want to know how they're getting in here. That's what I want to know. So these can't be used anymore. So we'll have to put them here. Let's get a lasso. And let's take them out. So I'm going to get this lasso here and get this one. How are they getting in there is what I want to know. There. So then we can throw this away. All right. So I thought I figured it out. Unless they're walking in over the top. This is what they're doing. They're walking in over the top of this. All right, so we know what this means. Let's come to here. And let's attach this right here, which means we might not be able to have these flowers. And attach this to this side here. And they can't get back over top of this. I can put a lantern here. I can't. No, I can't. I can't put a lantern there because there's that. So I'll just have to put this here. Can they go around this? Yes, they can. So I do need to put something more right here. So we're going to have this hang over the top and put that right there. Now they can't get in. See, they can't get in here. But what they can do is walk around this, and that's what they were doing. Okay, so now if they walk around, they're going to end up there. Because how are they getting in? Okay, so that should take care of that. See, I have this all fenced off specifically so that they can't get in. They can't get in here. And they can't get in. Okay, bye. And there we are. So we've got it so that we can rescue them if they get stuck in different places. Now remember, Cash was finished working on the sugar farm down here. We need him to bring this up to the next level. So this is a level 2 right here of the alternate cavern style sugar farm, and we're going to have him make the level 3. Cash is going to be working on this, upgrade the building. So he's going to continue. And speaking of, nope, that's Cohen. Cohen's the sugar farmer who works right here. He's the one who was the bartender and he didn't like it. So he's coming here and working here now. And Cash is going to work on that. Let me look for a second. So it's showing that Cash is going to work on it. McKenna finished working on one of the buildings we gave her. And now she's going to start working on the other. And let me see if she actually did. Wade started working on a residence. And McKenna started working on the forester and finished. And now she's working on the residence. Good. And Cash is working on the sugar farm. And that means that she is still waiting for Birch down here. So Mr. Villager, poor Mr. Villager, he's got stuff to do. Today's Monday. So it's school and
Hi.
the like. Hi, what you need? You need a pressure plate. It says the mechanic knows how to make one. Torches. The mechanic knows how to make those. So those are going to be made for her, and then she'll be done with the level 1 of this new ranch building right here. And we'll see what's going on with this after it is up and running. But that is the new, one of the new pieces. Jazz is a sugar farmer. This is his sugar farm right here, which is cavern style level 5. So he's growing cactus, bamboo, and sugar here. And let me see. So he got some cactus. He is getting sugar cane, and the bamboo he hasn't done anything with because we don't have it here. So we'll put it there so that he can start getting bamboo for them. We can sell bamboo things, and we do need bamboo for scaffolding, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and this is where Estella is in the hospital here. Remember, we were trying to do some stuff with the hospital, and we decided that we were going to have lanterns in certain areas here. And here in these rooms, we should have, yeah, I think I'm just going to have lanterns because it's a hospital. In these rooms, we do have candles in some of the rooms. And over here, these lanterns are emergency lanterns, and then there are candles in these smaller rooms here. And we'll leave it like that for now. When I get some more furniture, we'll do some more things with the hospital. So they're waiting for the builders to be able to make them some more furniture. And we'll do that. Now, this is Chroma Hill's version of a blender. Because it looks like a torture device and stuff, I usually only have one of them, if I have any. And I think I'm just going to have this one. When they have a bottle on them, the bottle is red. It doesn't matter what's in it. And let's see. See, it's a red bottle. So I don't mind that in this instance because of what's going on here, because this is a hospital. And as soon as we can, we'll get some couches in this solarium area here that is set up specifically so that they can have some outside, since this is underground. It is in the train tunnel, and it is the main hospital now for the city right here. This is a double farm right up here. Are you stuck in the farm? Hold on. Let's see if this is stuck. Uh-oh. Secure. That look. I thought I saw a bee. I do see a bee. Okay. Hi. Are you gonna go out? Are you gonna go out? Are you stuck up here? Let me get a lead. I could use the lasso. Now just remember, by the way, that I am from another world. I am a mob. I am a mermaid. And my nation is a very wealthy nation. Now this lasso is very expensive, actually. and I'm just throwing them all over the place. Nuggets of experience and string is what's used for them. And the nugget of experience requires 10 XP. And then that XP turns into one of those. And you need how many to make this lasso? You need 4 every time. And the Fletcher can make it. Look at that. Fletcher can actually make it. So I'm getting these from my people because this is easy for me to do. And we'll just come out of this room here, and the bees are over here. So I'm just going to take this bee back to the bee farm, the apiary right over here, and I'll let it go. And there we go. Okay. So I should be able to use that one again. We'll see. Sometimes I think once you use them and they have a certain type of creature inside, you can only use it for that creature. But we'll see. Let's come here. The sun is setting. And I'm going back up to this chicken farm again. I want to see if they're inside the fenced area again. And they are not. So they were walking off the edge of this in order to get into the chicken farm. And so now we have this fence piece. Comes down. Do I want it to? I can't hang anything there. It would mean that this piece right here wouldn't be able to be there. So I'm just going to leave it. I like that better than not having anything there. And I think that's okay. So these are only level 3s right now. 3 and 4s. And we're waiting. Cash is going to continue working on the sugar farm. And did I put him to work on the sugar farm? Let's see if I did. I can get distracted sometimes. So he is. He's working on the sugar farm. So McKenna, if McKenna is done with her projects, we might get her to come and work on these houses down here. We know that Josiah is working on some farmhouses. This would kind of be far for her to come. It wouldn't be unreasonable. It just would take her a long time, which is why I would prefer for Cash to do it, but she's too far away to do the other as well. She's too far away to do the sugar farm, I think. But let's see what happens here. Since these don't take that much time, see, they're not getting the daiquiris. I wonder what's missing. I'm gonna have to check. Let's see what she's working on. She is working on a residence. How much does she have left to do? She has everything left to do. Okay, so she's gonna be a while working on that. So we'll see who's done first, and they'll start working on those farmhouses in that place. Let me go to the warehouse and see if there are any berries. Daiquiris need berries and a couple other things. But let's check and see if there are any berries. We have to import berries. There's no way to grow them. Nothing's changed as far as that's concerned. And let's come here and let's go to sort. And let's come and let's see how many berries are. 316, so there's no excuse. There's plenty of berries for the daiquiris. Let's look for apples for a minute. And we have apples. So there's enough apples for me to even have 16 apples for what I needed apples for. And let me look at something. Let me look at the recipe. Let's look at the daiquiri recipe, DA high. So it needs a blender. Did I see a blender there? Sugar. Ooh. So it might be sugar. And where does ice come from? Does he need buckets in order to get ice? No, it says jars. At foraging. Yeah, nah. Okay. So let's go back to the daiquiri again. So it needs blender, sugar. So let's look and see if there's any sugar. It might be the sugar that's gone. And it is not. I don't know what's going on with her. Why she's not making it. Why don't we try something? Why don't we take a blender? Let's see if there are any blenders here. And there are a couple. And they need repairing or something. Can they be put together? Let's see if they can be put together to repair them. I didn't look to see where they were. And they're probably upstairs. See? I didn't look to see where it's... Oh, no. Yay, they're here. Okay. And there they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those are energy shakes and milkshakes there. Perpetual stews in. There's 2 gold coins here. I'm going to take them right now. And we've got lots of books. Ooh. See that curse of binding? These 2 sweeping edges. Smite. Piercing. Look at the sea. Multi-shot is okay. Reach is not. Main of arthropods. Absolutely not. Piercing. Sweeping edge. So some of these things have to do with archers who are doing special things at contests, special contests. The piercing. I'm going to say that the piercing and sharpness and quick charge are all a part of that. Back, lure. Bane of arthropods would be in trouble with the witches. And density, smite. Okay, so I don't have any room left. Let me come here for a second, over here. And I don't have any room here either. But let's take a couple of these and put here for a minute. And I can do these later. These have to go to the Nation of Mermaids, these books. And they take the offensive, the weapons of war. They take the war pieces off, and the other ones can be kept. Piercing, Frostwalker, and so we'll just let them keep those. And I can take these upstairs. So let's go upstairs. Let's put these in a chest to go to. Am I lost in the warehouse? I sure am. To go to the nation of Ta'ana, the nation of mermaids. And they remove the enchantments. And then those enchantments are, those books are then put back. And they buy these books for 3 times their value, specifically to get them off the market. So most of the cities are glad to give up the books for the price that they're getting, 3 times the market value of the books. And so we'll put that there. And then we'll go and see if we can combine these blenders. Let's see if we can. We might not. I'm not sure we can repair them or combine them, but we're going to find out right now. And we sure as hell can. Yay! Excellent. So they can be combined. That shouldn't work. Is it? Oh, yeah, it's not working properly. Hold on a second. Normally, when I have something in the thing, it goes away, and that didn't go away. So this one doesn't belong, and these two aren't here, and that's what I had left. So I'm going to stick these back into the warehouse here, inventory, and they can go back. And I don't want to, I'm going to sort the warehouse to get them out of the inventory slot. It's morning. You saw that stuff that I have on me. I want to take it to the stash box so that the couriers do their job. So we're going to come down here to our stash box and put it back. Poor Professor Higgins. And that's what I'm saying. Poor Mr. Villager. And let's come here. Let's look at our rares. We have a Fletcher. That's a decent price for apples. I need to, ooh, there's research I need to do. We can buy the apples, and I'd have to do research in order to subscribe to that price. Oh, that would be good, actually. So we'll look at research to then be able to keep that there. Vincentius Primus. That was Vincentius Primus sneezing. So let's come and put the apples here for right now. And then let me go into, I'm going to put this up. Let me go into my backpack and see what in the world is all of this. The puffers can't, I don't know that puffers have a price yet. Let's look and see if Ayer has decided that puffers could be sold. And let's put it here and let's see what happens. If it can't be sold, it'll say, Jack will say, nope, can't do anything with it. So let's see. Yep, puffers still don't have a value. So I might as well go ahead and take the puffer and put it in the warehouse, and we'll sell it in a different way. We'll sell it a different way. So let's come to the backpack again. We picked up eggs when we were walking by, sunflowers, lots of flowers. This is Thatch and this is mine. So I need this to be here. We picked up fish, the coffee. I don't want to go into the warehouse, but let me put it here. Torches, of course. And these are all mine, all these things. All of these things are all mine. This is an invisible frame right here. And I think that's all that I need to go into the warehouse. I have too many of these. So let's take these and put them in the warehouse. I don't need this much leather. And I don't need this many gray banners. So I think I'm going to take them and put them in the warehouse as well. Everything else is good to go. So let's take all of this and put it in. Let's hold on to the coffee. I'll do something with it. Let's make that go in. The banners go in. That. Everything else is mine that I'm holding on to. And like that. Good. So coffee is another one that they don't sell. And we can try it again for a minute and see, but I'm almost positive that coffee's one of the ones that they will not do anything with. Sure enough. So they won't do anything with coffee. So we have to put this away. Now, that might change
What's
in
its
the
name?
future. Some other people were asking for some things to be on the price list, and I'm hoping that that will change with coffee. In the meantime, let's come to the warehouse. Since we can't sell it through the regular trade route, we have a route that we can do, Gregory, the river route, and we are going to add coffee to one of these. Now we've got arrows here that are supposed to be going. We have books, and there's our coffee. So we've got a ton of coffee here. And since I'm looking at coffee for a minute, let me come here. See everyone standing around here? Are you telling me there's nothing to deliver? That you're done? Let's look here. Let's look for coffee. And there's 2,000. So we're going to find the coffee. And it is not, there's an indicator. Good. Okay. So we're going to find the coffee. It's morning. So they have a meeting in the morning and then they start making their deliveries. So it could be that I just happened to see them standing there while they were having their meeting. So let's put this stuff away, not the 36, just the 64s. So I've got one set. Let me come, whoops, wait a second. Let me come to here. I know I keep doing that. I keep hitting shaders. And so we've got 960. Let's put these here. So this, we don't want them filling up the place anyway. Ooh, look how many pies we have. Nice. Look at the broccoli. Are we not making enough with broccoli? That's interesting, isn't it? Let me go up and see why there's so much of those. Let's go to, oh, hi. Okay, I'm gonna do something here. I'm getting a little chilly.
Mate, that was a mean
The
feed.
air
Proper
conditioner
feed right there. Cheers to that.
is trying to cool off the upstairs, and we're underground, so the underground is staying cooler than the upstairs is, and sometimes it's a little too cool for me. So I'm going to do that. I can't turn it down because it's parents upstairs, and they need to have. You see that? We are that. We're going to need another box to put those in. We can put them in here for now, but I don't like putting them in the same kind. So why don't we put another box of coffee right here? Let's come up in here for a second so I can put that like that. All right, and then let's come here and get the rest of these to come down. And we'll put them away. So these will all go in here. So what happens with these? When the time comes, these will, when we have enough, we'll ship these out. And they will all go to another city. See, there's somebody standing there. Look at that. Oh, it's Zoe. Hi, Zoe. She's like, what's she doing? I'm unloading stuff in there. Okay. So are you having trouble? It says pick up priority. It says some of the people are working. And
So what will it be for
Alex not working. Jakari's not
Good to
working.
see you.
Jameson's not working.
Right away.
Vienna's not working. Now, Vienna was the one who didn't like where she was living, and we moved her into this house. She would not go to bed. She wouldn't lay down in the bed. And we moved her in here with Alec and Maximiliano and Remy. Remy's one of the other couriers, Remy. And she and Vienna are here with Alec. So there are 3 couriers who live here, and Maximiliano live upstairs here. And I haven't decided yet. It's a level 5 now. And I'm going to take this bed away. Now we'll see if they won't use the others, but there's 2 beds here and 2 beds here. And I think I would like to have it. We'll see what happens. Because they're both double beds, I think I'm going to end up putting that bed back, but we'll see if anyone doesn't want to sleep with someone else. And we'll see in a minute or 2 because the sun's going down. And we'll look and see how that's going to work out. So we were gathering all those coffees out of I put away all that extra stuff that I had. And we're still trying to figure out why we're not getting any daiquiris. But let's look and see if there are still red over here. And look at this. There is not, which means that those people got what they wanted and they're gone. The resort is actually working really wonderfully. And I thought maybe there was something wrong. There weren't enough berries or something. But that is not it. Look at the daiquiris. There they are. And so that means that Heidi did make daiquiris. And that although we did put daiquiris on the list so that the couriers wouldn't take them away. And there is the moon. So let's go back to the forestry house and make sure that everyone's still happy with their living quarters. So we'll come right here. This is the forester's house right here. Let's come in. And we'll go upstairs. We're not going to have more than 4 people in the house at any time. And Vienna's in bed. And yep, you're seeing that there are 3 people in that bed. There are indeed. And so we'll just leave it for now. So does that mean that Vienna doesn't want to share a bed? Let's put the bed back. Because I know that Max was sleeping downstairs. So why don't we put the bed back for now? I want to see what happens tomorrow night with that bed. You saw that, right? All 3 of them were in that bed. So Vienna's like, no, I don't want to sleep with anyone. Okay, right. I think you're coming through loud and clear. I think you are. Which means, do I need an extra house? These are dorms here, and she didn't like living there. What if she did? I mean, who is living here? I don't think any of the women are living in here. I think this is all males up here, but let me check. I don't think Zoe wanted to. Zoe's lived in various places, but definitely not up here. And sure enough, all guys living up here. And so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could, if I only wanted to have the 4 beds, it would mean Vienna wouldn't be there. She'd have to live someplace else. Let's leave it for now, and let me see what I want to do. Clemens, what are you trying to do? What do you want? You'd like to stay? Well, I'm sorry you can't. I don't have room for anybody. Oh, let's check and see if we got any of the stuff that we asked for. Yeah, let's check now and see. We have housing back here, but we have a lot of people working. There's a lot of people here. And so, see all these workstations in here? There are 3 workstations here. This is the mining complex. This is the masonry house. And then we have Dixie, who is back here. She's part of this manufacturing area right here. And so she is living. We have 2, I think we have a family living here, or we have Brooke move back into her house. We do. And Kishore. Interesting. Are they sleeping together or are they just sharing the house together? Let's see if someone's here. No one's in this bedroom. Let's come upstairs. And let's look here. And they are here. And this bed here. So there is a bed downstairs. So they're just sharing the house. They're just sharing the house. They are not a couple. And they like sharing the house. Both of them are asleep, and that's good. And Riley and Mia had a very interesting love story in the beginning where Mia was going down, all the way down into the mine to deliver. And now we have this setup here, which is kind of a dorm. But the only people who live here are Mia and Riley. I can try to see if they'll sleep in these 2 beds. If I remove all the beds, except those 2, we can make this a full bed right here. But I would want to take these pieces out. This is a level 5, by the way, right here. I want to take those out and put in a wall, put in wall here. And I should have wall on me. Let me look for a second. And this is what I do. So this is what I'm doing while I don't get bored when I'm waiting for a ranch to go up or something like that, is that I end up looking at what everybody is doing and deciding what I want to do. These are oak planks, not necessarily the best, but we could try them for a moment and see how this would work. So if we're going to put oak planks here, they would have to be up against this bed right there like that. So we can put them all the way up to here, right? Put them smack in the middle, and then put this across. I think I put one somewhere. No, I didn't. And that makes a little door right there. Let's take this bit away, and when they get up, I can experiment right now. Let's take this bit away and this bit away, and let's see what happens here. Let's recall, and now let's see if they'll go to the other beds. She's going there. I'm just seeing. He can go there. And there we go. Now they're having a little bit of a problem. This is on this side of the room, but it needs to be there. And so I think I'll leave it. I'll leave it like that. We have these. Let's take these down. I'll have to use a different kind of lighting here. And this is supposed to be the kitchen in this section right here. See, there's water here. Let's take this one away and let's use, we don't have faucets. Nobody has any running water yet. Let's come here and let's go to sinks. And why don't we use, that's dark oak, jungle, spruce. Let's use a spruce dark oak, right? Spruce sink. So we can have that sink be there. And on the other side of that sink, let's put an oven right here. So let's do a furnace. Furnace, you are. We could do a smoker. Okay. Smokers are nice looking. Nope. Let's do a smoker there. So we have a table on that side, and we could have a cabinet on this side, or maybe cabinet above right here. What's that? Is that what I think that is? It looks like it is. Hold on. I'll try cabinetry right there. There was cabinetry. So we'll do this. And I don't, this is couple living here, so I don't have to have the other beds. And they've been a couple from almost the beginning. They raised Maximiliano, who is related to one of the two of them. I think related to, oh, there they go. Let me look for cabinet T. And I think they're down here. Right there. There they are. Let's use stripped. We could use the stripped oak on top of here. I know, I see that spruce. I can't put it there where the window is, but I could put one there. And one there. Okay. And one here, because we'll make this whole kitchen area right here. So we have a sink, we have a stove, and we can have a table. And let's do another table or closet, cabinet. Let's look at these. Let's do closet, which would be a wardrobe. No. Drawers, no. Wardrobe. Really? So we already are using these. So let's have either this or this for this top. Let's see what this one looks like. That would be there like that. All right, so that means we need to bring this out. I have to be careful because if I hit the hut block, then this is useless. I'd have to redo the house in order to repair it. The residence. Sink. Let's find an oak sink. This is oak. These are too modern looking. All of these are too modern. And so we need this. Right there. I wish there was something different, but there isn't. And that gives us that. What is this? That is oak. That's dark oak, but it's still oak. Now this wall here, I would almost rather do some sort of pottery, some sort of terracotta or something. Don't you think? Yeah. Like it's plastered, like it's been plastered or something. Don't you think? Ooh, I'm out of time. We're out of time. We're out of space. I have to go. I have to go. Wow. This time went by really quickly, didn't it? Well, I hope you enjoyed our halftime show. That was I Like the Night is the name of the song, and it's on any place where you can get the song. The song is by the band Shaken Awake, which is Vincentius, Primus, and myself. and you can find the song there. So wherever you get your music from, it should be there. And if it's not, tell me, because we're actually with an organization that is supposed to be making sure that that happens. And so if it's not there, let us know and we'll do. I can tell you that for bandcamp.com, I like the night. You might only be able to find it at Bandcamp, but it shouldn't be that way. So we'll see. Anyway, enjoy your games. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. We're listening to Drone Hand's wonderful music right now. And yeah, Drone Hand's information is also in the About, so you can see what's going on with him as well. And bye for now, everyone. We'll see you next time. It'll be Twitch next time. So bye for now. Bye for now.